You guys probably read this one, and it's Return of the Mad Demon. When I read the title, I thought that it's gonna be one of those crazy main characters, and I say that with quotation, since most main characters are really not crazy or mad. They're just reckless or excitable, maybe stupid, at least in the eyes of those peasant bystanders. But this one is different, okay? Our main character is clinically insane. 100% sure since Dr. Moyang said so. And we know we can't argue with a doctor unless you live in this fantasy martial arts realm who have studied medicine. That's not you? Okay, let's move on. This story follows our main character Ja, who had obtained the highly sought out Jade of Heaven, and is currently using it to force his enemies to listen to his monologue. But before that, what is Jade of Heaven? I don't know. I reread episode 1 and I still don't know. But it sounds important since it has something heaven. Let's just say it makes someone super strong. By the end of the first episode, he took the Jade of Heaven, like literally ate it as a tactic to annoy his enemy, and jumped off the cliff. But it's not the end, it's Return of the Mad Demon. He's gonna get reincarnated to the time he was still an errand boy. I think an errand boy is like a waiter or a helper in a diner. I saw another character, they call him an errand boy, and he is waiting tables. But apparently, being an errand boy in this story or in this time is being looked down upon and they get beaten up. I don't know why, but don't you worry, because Jaha will soon teach these idiots some lesson. You know those dolls, a dummy in the game at the training area where you can hit them for practice. That's how Jaha will treat these guys. Thanks to his past life memories, and although he lost his accumulated chi from his previous life, the chi from the Jade of Heaven remained. So all he needs to do is slowly absorb it. The story is exciting with lots of action and cool moments and the humor. I love it. It's up there together with the greatest estate developer. Like, you know, those moments would happen to you and your friends when you're hanging around and none of you are making sense. He would just spout nonsense at the most unexpected time. Like in this scenario where Ja asked the enemies why they look so ugly. Nothing prompted him to tell them that. Like he was just like, why do you guys look ugly? Are you bad because you're ugly, or you're ugly because you're bad? What? Okay. This guy says bullshit. Any bullshit that he can think of. I think every episode is Jaw being so unpredictable and just a rage baiter. He's doing all of these nonsense, but his face is giving, I'm so cool right now. I'm totally making sense. Okay, at first, Jaw started alone, but this doesn't last long since he's too OP. He immediately found himself a slave. I mean, a friend. As he grew stronger, he found more friends, and of course, the non-friends faction, the enemies. His influence also increased by absorbing already established factions, like legit factions, like the Rabbit Clan, Black Wolves, and renamed them as Lowdown. Just kept expanding his corporation like a modern day tycoon. What I love about Jaha is that his hunger for blood and chaos is eased by defeating corrupt people that made the citizens' lives miserable. To be honest, his mental state is for deranged villains. You see, most characters kill people because it's necessary for their goal, which is usually for greater good. Jaha is kind of the opposite. But really, well, let me explain. When his episode of madness comes, there seems to be hunger for blood. That's what I think, and since these episodes are really inevitable to him, he looks for bad people that are doing misdeeds to quench his madness. Sure, he's ruthless and is quite unhero like, which I find interesting, and also there were times I thought that he can get away with not killing someone. However, Jai is crazy. Yeah, he's really crazy. He's not the typical kind hearted hero. He's not like, oh my god, he's so crazy. No, he's crazy, okay? If he's in our world, he would need medication. And he knows it too because he talks to Dr. Moyong. He knows that his mind is corrupted and still kind of goes to therapy. Yeah, let's just call it therapy. And yeah, I've already mentioned Dr. Moyong. That's what he looks like. And he's also OP in the previous life, aka the Poison Demon. Lastly, let's not overlook the art. The movement looks fluid. The muted and slightly grim colorway, even the line art fits perfectly with the theme of the story. I thought it was pretty funny that they were drawn so seriously, like all the flowers and serious eyes and everything, but all they're saying is crap. And that's not a bad thing. I think it's hilarious. I'm still waiting for the latest episodes. I can't buy coins because I'm poor, so I'm waiting for unlocked episodes. If you got free and new manhwas, please recommend me some. Again, free, heavy on the free, I'm poor. Okay, bye.